channels. I hope someone will be able to check it works.
Okay.
No. Let me maybe on your mobile. Okay, we can, let me check 1 second.
This person is saying it says Slack cannot redirect.
Maybe the link.
Can you send me the link to YouTube,
We're
please?
direct. We are live. Okay. Hello, everyone. Okay, so we see people connecting through YouTube and through Facebook.
So there is some problem in joining through Slack. Some people are not able to connect. So
Saloni, we are live.
Yeah, sorry. So I just want to have, so I'm getting some queries on Slack. A couple of people are not able to join through Slack because Slack is not redirecting.
But just we need to write to send the YouTube and Facebook links.
Yeah, maybe somebody post the YouTube in the meantime.
I'll do that. Yeah.
Okay. So hello everyone, welcome. We are to reach. Welcome to the Travelscrum Hackathon ideation session. Please use the comment sections both on YouTube and on Facebook to ask us any questions, and we'll be able to address them now. We are 3 of us here to answer all your questions. We are going to give you some information this morning regarding the way the hackathon is going to happen, be the purpose of the hack, and after some operational details about what needs to be done until the hack starts. So welcome again. So the Travelscrum hack is a hack dedicated to travel. We still have 3 days to go, 4 days to go before the hack starts. It's meant to tackle 3 challenges that we have showed on DevPost, which are travel, hygiene and health, travel and experiences, travel and sustainability and relief. So these are the 3 challenges. If you want to create a project, you need to tackle at least one of these challenges and be creative about it. So today, if you have questions regarding ideas and concepts, don't hesitate. I'll be more than happy to answer. So the people here in the call, I'm Florian, we have Saloni, and we have Shiksa. So I'm based in Montreal. Saloni, where are you based?
I'm based in Singapore.
And Shiksa?
I'm based in Germany.
Okay, cool. So worldwide presence. Objective is to try to, the Travelscrum is to try to reinvent and to bring forward ideas which can help the industry in the midterm and have an impact, a global impact. If you have any questions, go ahead. I will leave the word to Saloni and Shiksa in giving some operational details.
Okay, sure. I'll start with the post. Give me a few seconds and I'll share my screen. Okay, let me know when you guys can see it. Can you see my screen now, Florian?
Yes.
Perfect. So I thought I'll start by just giving you a quick update on DevPost. We've received a few questions, and I think most of you would have already joined DevPost by now. If you haven't, the website is travelscrumhackathon.devpost.com. And this is the site where you'll get all the information. So if you scroll down, you can read further about who we are, what we are trying to achieve, our mission, what we're looking for with this project, what are the 3 challenges that we are tackling, as Florian mentioned, the details about the challengers. We talk about mentorship. We also have a schedule up for you guys, so you can have a look and see what's going to happen on which date and the timings as well. All the links are included as well. So if you click on any of these, they should be able to redirect you to the right channels. Yeah. These are about our prizes and eligibility and so on and so forth. Another interesting thing is a lot of you have joined as individuals. So yesterday we mentioned, so the teams can be from 1 person. You can be an individual working on this project, or you can as well have team members. So the size of the team can be a maximum of 6 team members. If any of you are still looking for a team to work with, don't worry. You can find resources here in DevPost under participants. So if you click on participants, you can actually view our participant list. For example, here, so this person already has a team. So you can see the badge on top here on the right-hand corner. So
Shiksha, sorry to interrupt. We can't see your DevPost page. We can just see the Travelscrum website.
Okay, sure. Just give me 1 minute. I'll check.
And Jiron, thanks for joining. I'll answer your question in the meantime. No, mentors don't have to join DevPost. Mentors are just supposed to be on Slack.
All right, so I'll start over. So this is our DevPost page. Sorry about that. So this is the list of participants. So when you
I can say mentors don't have to join DevPost, but if you want, please do, because it gives you a clear understanding of where or what platform is being used by the participants to first expose their ideas, and second, they will need to register their teams there. So mentors definitely can join DevPost as well. But you will not have a big role there. Your role is going to be on Slack.
Okay. So you guys can see my DevPost page on the screen now?
Yeah.
So here we go. So this, I have clicked on the tab that's called participants. So under this tab, you can see who else has registered for this hackathon. So you have those who already have a team. If they have a team, it will be marked here. And if someone is looking for a teammate, then they will have this looking for teammate badge. So then you can click and send them a private message to take this further. Yeah. So this is where you can find teammates here, and Saloni will show you as well on Slack, where we have our channel later, where you can look for people. We have our rules section, which goes in detail about the rules. We also have submissions. So submissions are where those people who have already come up with some ideas, they have submitted it already. So this is where we are showing it in our gallery. So in case you don't have a project yet, but you want to work with a team, this is a good place to start as well, where you can go and look for other projects to work on. And if you click on the project, for example, this one, it will take you to the page, and you can find, you can see who's the creator, who has created it. This was created by, if I'm pronouncing correct, Tule. So you can write to her, and then you can be part of this project. Yeah. It just gives a short detail about what the project is. Moving on, so I guess if I go back. So we also have a tab of updates. We are sending regular updates to all people registered on DevPost. So if you haven't received it, or you've just joined, or you missed out, don't worry. You can still find this under the updates tab, where we have all the links and everything, all the resources here. So if you guys have any questions on DevPost, please feel free to ask me that. And if you want to submit your ideas, very simple, straightforward. We have that in our guidelines documents as well, that we have it in the updates. You just have to click here to get started. You add a new project. You enter your project title, and you continue, and so on and so forth. That's how you submit your idea. I'll stop sharing my screen now. So we strongly recommend, if you have a general idea of what you want to work on, to submit it on DevPost, especially if you want to form a team. And of course, we will be using that information to match you with a mentor in the future as well, as we go along. So that's for me. Okay, so I see a few questions are coming in. Let me have a look.
So, I think the first, it's from Leandro. Leandro will answer your Slack question later, but your question, which is on DevPost, that can we submit a project and keep updating? Yes. So what you submit right now doesn't have to be your final submission. Your final submission needs to happen after the hackathon is over. So by the end of the hackathon is when you're supposed to have a final project ready.
Yes, so I had just shown that. So I can show
Yeah.
it just to be a bit clearer. Let me go back. So if you have a project idea right now, even though it's not final, it's just a thought that you will refine or you will change completely by the start of our hackathon by end of this week, you just click on Get Started. Are you able to see my screen?
No, we don't see your screen yet.
Okay. Yeah. All right, done. So we are back on this page. So yeah. So if you want to submit your idea, please go on DevPost. As I was mentioning, it's okay if it's just an idea. We recommend you put at least a 140-word maximum brief of what your idea is to give everyone who's looking at it a general view of what you're trying to create. So just click on Get Started. Here you can add a new project. So you can put your project title and then you can go on to the next pages to fill in the details. So you can, anytime you have an idea already posted on DevPost, you can go and edit it as many times as you like that project. And of course, then you can do the final submission when it's due.
Shiksha, can you please share your screen again? Because
Sure.
I think we can answer Mark's question the best. And if you could go to participants.
Sure. So going back, so if I'll go back to the 1 minute. So you want to go to participants, yeah?
Yeah.
So we are participants.
Yeah, so Mark, to answer your question, there are two ways. Shiksha, if you could just go a little bit down, two filters. Yeah, just stop right here. Perfect. So Mark, to answer your question, there are two ways to find a team. So you should select. So when you're looking for a team, you should select looking for teammates. And then you can go to Slack and post your skills. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So actually you can have your skills under DevPost as well. You can select to have it there and you can do it on DevPost as well. Okay, so I guess that answers the question for Mark. And Mark, don't worry, we'll be showing you Slack shortly to show you how you can look for teams there as well. Okay. Would you like to move to Slack?
Yes, I would. And Mark, I think I'll answer your question over there. Sure, sorry. I'll just share my screen. Can you see my screen now?
Not yet. I guess it's going to appear shortly.
Okay. Just let me know when it's up.
Sure. Maybe Florian, we can take some questions in the meantime.
Yeah, definitely. So Rui Aruda is asking, I have to ask, how is Travelscrum promoting diversity within this hackathon? In fact, I think the purpose, the initial purpose of the hack is about diversity. It's a global online ideation hackathon. We have teams joining from all over the world. We have a team of around 20 volunteers working, some in APAC, India, Australia, Singapore, others in Europe, Africa, South Africa, Middle East in Dubai, and in the Americas, we have South America and the US and Canada. So only in terms of scope coverage, worldwide coverage, it's about we're matching diversity. In terms of gender diversity, most of the volunteer team, I think more than 60% of the team is women, and I'm very proud of that. And I think we're almost reaching 40% or 50%, 40% of mentors being women as well. So, and I think that's highly representative. And I would like to have more women because it's highly representative of the travel industry. That's the answer I can give you. And we're looking to have teams matching, binding, having people from different backgrounds and different regions of the world joining together in creating projects and ideas and solutions within this hack. So welcome, Rui, and I hope you'll have a good time binding with people.
Yeah, Mark has a question here, and Mark's question is Slack or DevPost, which shall we use? So Mark, you have to be on both. I think we've stressed that on all communication channels. We need you to be on both. DevPost is where you register and you're going to submit your project, and Slack will be the channels that will be used by mentors, also by Scrum Masters to communicate with you guys, and also to share, not just to share information, but that's where you can post queries. So Saloni is going to show Slack in more detail.
Yeah, and I hope you can see my screen now.
Yes, I think you have to share. Yeah, we've added the screen. There we go.
Okay, perfect. So, Mark, yes, over here in Slack, and I hope you all are on Slack, you have this channel called Looking for a Team. You're not added over here automatically, so you will have to go on the search bar on the top and you can just write 01. So when you type 01, you get a list of all the channels which are there for participants, and you can join Looking for a Team. So if you see over here, there are people who are looking for a team. So if you want to join an existing team, you can look for projects which are being worked on. So for example, Sutha over here is looking for people with skills in ML and Google API. So you can directly reach out to her if you have those skills. And if you if you can find a project suitable for your interest, you can directly write to these people on Slack using a direct message. Otherwise, you can mention your skills over here and you can team up with somebody and then work up on an altogether new idea. So I hope that answers your question. I'll now come to another question which we had previously, which was about mentors. And so what I would recommend all participants to do is that when they join Slack, they should join with the right display name. And how do you set it is you go on your name, you do view profile, and you can edit your profile over here. And you should write your name as, let's say, if I have to do it as a participant, I would write Saloni, Singapore, Travelscrum is my team. So that is how all of you should be writing your name so that we can identify the region for you. And we can also identify whether you have a team or not. So once you register like this, what is going to happen is after that, you should be joining the right channel. So if you are an APAC person, and over here, I would also like to add your team doesn't have to be all from APAC, but the team leaders region is what matters the most. So wherever the team leader is from, you should join that particular channel on Slack. And this is where we will be assigning mentors to you. So mentors will be assigned so after the opening ceremony, we'll be mapping mentors based on what idea you have posted. And we would want to pick up the mentors who are most suitable for your industry or your project. And that's the way we are going to assign mentors. So hence, we also highly encourage teams to come up with an idea by the time we end the closing ceremony so that we can do the best mapping.
I guess
so yeah, that's so any other questions on how to use Slack or what to do in Slack?
I think we could also share a bit about looking for teams in detail. I think Mark is mentioning something about we need to list our skills on both platforms. I think it's a good idea to do so, especially if you're looking for a team. And if you go to the channel that Saloni is showing right now on Slack, which is looking for a team, there are quite a few people who have reached out and have shared there what are their skills, and they're looking for a team. I think if you're looking for a team, it's easy to go through the list and reach out to these people.
Yeah, because on DevPost, you end up sending an email. On Slack, you can directly communicate. You can also send a direct message to people. So in Slack, you have an option of direct messages. You can just find somebody's name on the search bar, which you can see on top, and directly reach out to people.
And you could do same on dev post and the participants. So whichever you
Hmm.
prefer to find a team. So we have Slack that's dedicated channel for that, or you can do it on dev post as well.
I think one more point I would like to discuss is so a lot of people are thinking on how to come up with ideas. And we have a section in a channel in Slack called Let's Discuss Ideas, where we will be posting a couple of things which are there on our YouTube channel and what ideas teams could potentially work on. So if you are looking for an idea, you have the skills, but you want an idea, this is the channel where you can discuss ideas. And if you want further refining on your ideas, you can also talk to us about these ideas on this call and we can guide you through.
Okay, so we have a valid question here from Jeroen. So it's about the location, Saloni. Would you like to clarify on that?
Yeah. Can I choose both the ment? Can I?
No, the one before.
Okay, yeah. So, so can you choose both mentor channels? Ideally, you should select. So if your team is both from Americas and Europe, you should pick up the region where the team lead is from. Instead of joining both because that won't be of much value. So where the team lead is from, use that as the region for your team.
Okay. So we have another question. The question is, so does the Slack name need to be the location, example Singapore?
It's the region. It's the region.
Sorry, so just Slack.
Yeah, it's fine. Sharon, I've seen your name on Slack and it's perfectly okay.
Yeah. So just leave it as a region, APAC, EMEA, Americas, and that would help us. So this is going to help us to map you to the correct mentor and of course, have you in the correct channels. Okay, so I see another question. If we already have a team, how do we mark each other as teammates so that we can have a mentor assigned? So if you already have a team, you start with DevPost, where every one of you has to register under DevPost as a team member. And then the team leader will be the one who would be sharing the idea. When he or she shares the idea, that's where he or she can add you as a teammate. So it's detailed. After the session, I can include the link to that document again, but it's detailed. We've been sending out all the updates. It's in our guideline documents as well, how to do it.
I'll add one more thing over here. So, to get your mentor assigned, what you should do is on Slack, you need to create a private channel. I think it'll be the best if I share my screen again. Just give me a minute.
While you're sharing your screen, Sonia, I'll answer one more question. So, do I need a Slack account before the hackathon? Yes. So we have included the link to, if you go on our DevPost page, you will see the link already to on how to join our Slack workspace. What I can do is, again, I will link all this to this YouTube video after we're done so that you can have access to it into Facebook as well.
Okay, so about mentors. So when you in Slack you have channels. If you could see on the left side of the screen where you have channels, you can create a channel, and over here, let's say we want to name, let's call Travelscrum team. So you create this channel and you should make it private. I'm sorry I skipped this. So you make this channel as private. You add your team members over here. So let's say I add Shiksha as my team member over here and done. So this should be your channel for your team to communicate with the mentor. Now mentors will be allocated after our opening ceremony on the 11th. And at that time, you can add the mentor into your private channel and and discuss it with the mentor. We don't expect mentors to be available all the time. So we will have defined checkpoints with mentors where you can dial in. So there'll be a call with the mentor. So you can talk even in further detail with the mentor on the calls. if you want to discuss your idea now, I would say this is the best platform. So on these calls, we can discuss ideas.
Okay.
Indeed.
Yep. Go on, Florian.
No, yeah, I'm open to questions regarding ideas and challenges.
Sure. Just to add into Leandro, that question you had. So that's what Saloni just showed, actually, where you will be creating a private channel on Slack and have your teammates discuss. And your mentors are going to be allocated to you at the end of the week. So they will then be able, you will be then able to communicate on this.
Yeah, so maybe we'll just give them time for more questions.
Yeah, there's a small lag in between the
Okay.
questions and people asking questions and them arriving to us. How many teams? How many people registered so far?
So we have quite a few number of participants. We are 256 on DevPost.
Okay.
And
So
we have
Thiago is asking, how do I send a message on DevPost to someone?
okay. We have covered that, but happy to cover it again. Let me just quickly share my screen.
Okay.
All right. Let me know when you can see it.
You're good.
Okay, perfect. So on our DevPost page, if you go under Participants tab, here you click on it, you can see all the participants. And you can already see who has a team and who is looking for teammates. So for example, in this case, Elvis is looking for a teammate. So you can click on Elvis and you can write to them. You can see you can send them a message. You can see what are already their skills. Also, if you want to do it by project, you can come over here. Give me a minute, under submissions. These are some of the ideas that have already been submitted. So you can actually click on any of them. So for example, this one.
It's not the final submissions. The people have brought forward ideas so that they can be visible and anyone can look into it. And the final submission. When is the final submission of the ideas? Of the team, sorry.
So our final submission will have to happen on the 11th. So 11th of June, and then that's how we are going to, after that, attribute our mentors. So it happens on 11th of June. I'll show you the schedule in a short while. Okay, so these are project, and these are the people working on it. So you can reach out to them if you're interested in the project. So I'll quickly move on to show you the schedule again. So we have a schedule that is up to date at the moment. Very good. Sorry, my internet is a bit slow today. Yeah. So this is the schedule with all the timelines on when you need to register, when you need to create a team. So you have to have had your team created by the 11th of June so that we can attribute you mentors.
So Thiago says that there's no button to send message.
Okay, Thiago, let me have a look and come back because I was able to send a message when I tested.
Okay. No problem. Someone has a question regarding ID, teams, specific challenge. Happy to answer them. So in terms of if we want to go through the agenda, now it's about the ideation. You finding team members, or submitting or showing people your ideas on DevPost. Exchanging on Slack as well, as we have explained, and the submission of the teams who are going to be participating and tackling the hack, participating in the hack. The team submission registration needs to happen on Thursday night. From today until Thursday night, we are going to do daily live sessions, okay? So that we can answer all your questions and doubts. And on Thursday, we will have one live session and there will be the launch ceremony as well afterwards. And after the launch ceremony, you still have time to find the teammates and register your teams. So that's the agenda. After the hack, the team registration, we will be attributing mentors to teams. And on the Friday morning, you will be able to have a checkpoint with your mentors in order to fine-tune your idea, your solutions, see with them the best way going forward, ask them insider questions regarding the travel industry, and build a project which can have the capacity of making a real impact. All the mentors who are going to join you are all from the industry for the big part of it. A lot of them are managers, a lot of them are CEOs and bosses of startups and travel companies, and have lived the crisis within their teams, within their company, and are going to help you also as well refine and fine-tune, the project so that it can make an impact. So they're going to be highly involved with you. You will see at that moment the numbers of times you want to speak, the needs you have with them, and you will agree on the way going forward, knowing that you will have your own Slack channel. You will have a second checkpoint with them normally on the second day, and a third checkpoint on the last day. The second checkpoint is to go to see how it goes. Of course, you'll be able to speak with them anytime you want outside the checkpoints. But the checkpoints are important so that we know that everything's on track. And the third checkpoint will be on the last day. And there you will be looking into starting to prepare your submissions, your projects, your videos about your hack. And the mentor will be helping you in preparing that as well. And the hack for you guys finishes on the Sunday night. So the timing of the agenda is on DevPost, and so that's important for you to take into consideration. So that's about it. Afterwards, once the hack is done, judging starts the day after, and the judges have 4 days to go over all the projects, to evaluate them, and we have a full recap on Thursday, and we announce the winners on the Thursday. Full recap on the Thursday 18th, and we announce the winners in an award ceremony on Friday the 19th. So this is a bit the agenda. Any question, guys?
Okay, in the meantime, I was able to play around in Tiago. Sorry, my bad. I'll show you again how to do it, but you can do it only by project. So just give me a minute. I'll just share my screen. Okay, so you can see where to do it exactly. So, for example, under the submissions here, if I click on this project, I click on a project, it was created by Leandro, so I can see the project details. If I'm interested to join or to chat with him, I can go down here and write a comment. So when I write a comment, he will receive it, and then he can get back to you here. Hope that answers your question.
And on the participant?
I have been playing with the participant. I don't think you can send a message directly, but you can follow them. And if they post anything, then you can interact with them. So I'll just stop sharing.
Okay. Attends, Saloni, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, Shiksha, if you could just share your screen again.
Sure.
On DevPost, or maybe I can do it. Just give me a minute.
Sure. You want to keep it that as well?
Yeah. So Thiago, another way, so you cannot send a message directly to people who are working solo or have a team already. But if somebody is looking for a team, so if you see this person's profile who's requesting a team up, you can actually click over here and you have the option of sending a message to him. So you can either go on the project or you can request a team up to people who want to team up.
So Leandro is asking a question. Our first idea was to build a monitor platform where passengers can find safety destinations based on COVID-19 spread recovery rate and risk level by country. But now we are focusing more on biometrics ways to make international traveling more social distance, self-service technology, and touchless. So Leandro, both are interesting. There are, regarding the first, there are some platforms helping to do this, but they can be improved. They're at the infancy, and I think we're going to look into bringing. Also, there's an API which will be given to you guys, which should help you accelerate and streamline all this information. And I think that could be interesting for you to look into it. Regarding your second point, focusing more on biometrics ways to make international traveling more social distance, it's one of the big issues now. In fact, I think you can look at Mark Lenehan's video, which is one of the mentors. He's tackling this in his video. And I think it's quite interesting. And most of the industry players will be looking in having such solutions. So if you can find a way of bringing a solution that can be adapted and useful for any type of players in the industry, or if you want to focus on one, that's your choice. I think it can be interesting to see what the outcome can be. So go ahead. You'll be able to see that. Normally, today or tomorrow would be communicating on the APIs, which you'll have at hand, so you'll be able to make yourself a good opinion. If you want some insights regarding the industry and some ideas, you can go on our YouTube channel, and you have some videos there of quite some mentors. We're going to add more in the coming days. And these mentors are giving some information and some orientations about possible solutions and issues they're facing within their sector. So they could give you a good understanding of what could be done.
Okay, we have a question from Joseph about project descriptions published in DevPost. Yeah, we already have some projects that are already published. We showed them earlier. So if you have a look at our video later, it's under the submission tab. So you will see anything that's submitted is under the submission tab in DevPost.
We have another question. Would we be able to connect to mentors outside our region? So Thiago, we prefer assigning people mentors in the region because that's going to help them manage time zones. But if, let's say, in your project, we cannot find anybody in that particular region, a mentor in that region who could help you, yes, we would try and give you a mentor from the other region.
In terms of mentors, normally you will have one mentor per team, and potentially you might have two mentors, okay, helping you. So plenty of possibilities to have people from other regions. Any more questions, guys? So for me, that's quite good. Let's wait 2 minutes. Aman. Hello, Aman.
We have another one from Leandro, I think, right before Aman.
So Leandro, yes, the APIs, they're coming. I won't be able to answer you now. If you want tomorrow, we can have someone join the call in order to answer the technicalities. And I think that's a very good point you're having. And to answer regarding the APIs. And definitely, we have 2 people in charge of the APIs in the team. And so, yeah, we'll have them join and tell you exactly what can be done with the different players which we're going to bring forward. So, he'll be able to give you answers regarding the Amadeus APIs. From what I understand, yes, we will have people from Amadeus helping on the support side. But the details on how to contact them will come tomorrow. Okay. So
Florian, I'll just add. So we have a separate channel for APIs also, and in yes, over there, whatever questions and concerns you will have regarding your APIs during the hackathon, they will be answered over there. So we will be having some technical people supporting you during the hack.
I think Tiago has another question. I think he's based in Brazil and his team is in Europe. So I guess he would like to have more.
So do you prefer a mentor in Europe?
I guess to add to what Saloni is saying, Tiago, it will depend on your team, yourself and your team. Would you prefer to have the mentor based in Europe or in Brazil? Because you have to bear in mind that you have to connect for the checkpoints. So which one works the best for you? So it's up to you to choose your.
So it's okay. You can connect with us on Slack. So if you're not sure at the moment, that's perfectly okay. You can discuss it further with your team, and we can answer this on Slack. And will try our best to allocate you somebody in the region which works the best for your team.
Okay, we have Aman saying hi, but nothing else than hi. So hi, Aman.
And already saying yes, we will have. There is a specific regarding the API specific Slack channel, and there will be an API repository folder for you to access all the APIs available. So for me, I think that's good. When is the next call for Q&A live sessions?
Our next call is tomorrow.
Okay. What time?
I'll just pull up. So our next call tomorrow will be at 1 p.m.
UTC.
Yeah. We'll
okay.
have that UTC.
Cool. So this recording is going to be available on Facebook and YouTube right after, so people can link to it and see the discussions. Tomorrow we'll try to speak a bit more about the APIs as well. Don't hesitate to come. The opportunity, and I mean, you're all participants, and we're really happy for all your questions, guys. Invite your friends, make them join. It's going to be fun. The purpose is quite good and interesting. It's about the travel industry. We're all related to this, and I think it's a good opportunity to get involved and try to make a small difference. So buzz and invite your friends to join. The more, the better in being creative and bringing very diverse solutions. Thank you for joining. I leave the last words to Shiksa and Saloni. And see you tomorrow.
Well, same for me. Everyone for joining. It's been nice having all the questions, and we are receiving questions on Slack as well. And of the post. Just to summarize, please join DevPost. Make all your teammates join DevPost. If you have an idea, even if it's just in the making, please submit it so at least we have it in our gallery. You can edit it anytime you want, so don't be worried about that. And please join Slack as well. And I'll let Saloni talk further about Slack. She wants to add anything.
Yeah, I was just about to say use Slack as your channel.
Ah, we lost you, Saloni.
I guess it's a connection issue. So yeah, what Saloni was talking about is just make sure you use Slack, all our channels. We are engaging, your Scrum Masters will be engaging with you, your mentors, all the communications will be there. So please join us there. And again, you can join our live sessions, which will be hackening every day. And we have shared the schedule for our live sessions on Facebook, on all our social media channels. We have our website. So we'll link this all for you so that you can have access to this. And we also have a very detailed guidelines document on our DevPost page. You can get access to it if you want to know more details about the hack itself.
Thank you. So a special thank you to the different people who have asked questions. Leandro, Thiago, Joseph, Rui, Jeroen, thank you. Mark, thank you guys for having joined and bringing the conversation forward. Speak to you tomorrow in the live session as well. And a good team, good ideation and good team creation. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Bye.